Hello, hello, good morning. Today I'm gonna jump in to a project that desperately needs doing. We're gonna finish up things in the 1930s bedroom because there are a few little projects still left to do in there, and the big one is to change out the lighting fixture. Not the light bulbs, but like the whole fixture. And I just have a fear of doing electricity because I just see myself starting a fire. I have very little faith in my ability to not start fires. But Laurent thinks I can do it, so we're gonna try. He says it's very easy, so let's go for it. And then with the newly acquired light in that room, because it is so dark right now with the light fixture that's in there, I'm going to paint the window nook that is in there. And I'm kind of debating if we want to put in a window seat in that window nook or not. There are several rooms we're going to be adding window seats. I don't know if that's one of them, so that's a decision I need to make today as well. Anyway, I should stop procrastinating and go and play with electricity. All right, here is the thing. And the problem with this one is it just puts out no light at all. It doesn't really match the design I'm doing in here either, but honestly, like, you cannot tell the difference when this light is on and when this light is off. So we're going to replace it with a chandelier with 3 bulbs. A chandelier, I know, what a surprise from me. But that's hopefully going to lighten up this room some, because this room does tend to be a little dark. You know what else lightens things up is fire. Fire lightens things up. I don't know why I just thought of that. So let's see what's going on. I've had detailed instructions from Laurent. I've also cut the power in this section of the house, by the way, so don't worry. That's one disaster that I've avoided thus far. So we're going to open up taking off one wire connector, taking off the other wire connector. These wires look so safe and up to modern codes. I'm so glad that we were using those as a primary light source. That is slightly terrifying. Let's get the chandelier. Okay, I should have gotten the ladder for this, but I did not. So I'm sitting on a stool with no handholds, which is probably a very bad plan. Okay, so what are we going to do first? I guess first I'm going to hang it and then try to connect wires. The wires are very short, but I'm actually wondering if we should shorten the chain on the chandelier because we have extra space. It's a little bit low. Yeah, maybe we need to make the chain shorter. That'll give me more wire to work with. How are we going to do this? My fingers are not strong enough. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to get like something to hold the chain with because my fingers are not strong enough. Okay, maybe this will work. If I like wedge it in here somewhere. Yeah, maybe this is a thing. Ooh, that is not easy. And I think I have pretty strong hands because I use them to hang from aerial apparatus every day. All right, so that's one chain down. Let's take off one more. Haha! Yes, 2 links off. Okay, now I'm going to open up this third link, probably, and connect it directly to the top part. Is that enough? Maybe. I'm just going to try to pull the wire through. Oh, okay, something happened. No, nothing useful happened. Why is this so hard? Okay. Yes, that's enough wire to work with. Let's reattach the link. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's good enough. It's fine. Okay, I know I'm using kitchen scissors here to remove the extra plastic from the ends of the wires so I can connect them easily. And I know that I should be using the wire stripping pliers, but between me and my dad and Laurent moving tools all around this house all of the time, I couldn't find them. So I just gave up and used these scissors. All right. Theoretically, I'm ready to attach things. Maybe I just need to, have a little bit more space where I can see. All right, here we go. The moment of truth. Hey! Yes, I did it! And nothing's on fire yet. Well, that's, I didn't think my skills were up to this, to be honest. But there's only one light bulb in here because there was only one light bulb when I bought it at the Brocante. So I need to run into the shop and get 2 more light bulbs. But already it is so much brighter in here. I can actually see the room. It's amazing. And this is giving me an idea because we've been calling this room the yellow bedroom, but obviously it's no longer yellow since I painted. And we've been calling it the 1930s room, but that's a little clunky. But seeing this chandelier with the flower shades and the flower wallpaper, I think we might call this room the garden room. So yeah, let's switch the name officially. This is now the garden room. Oh, I've just said that and then realized that this lamp is also flower themed. So that feels very appropriate. This is definitely the garden room now. I'm gonna run into town and get 2 more light bulbs for this chandelier. And while I'm out, bear with me, I'm gonna shop for another chandelier. I know I have a problem. I know, I have a really bad chandelier problem, but we do need 1 more. Actually, in the end, we're probably gonna need at least 2 or 3 more because of the apartment downstairs, which we haven't even started to renovate yet. So maybe I have to stop by the antique store. And also while I'm there, I do need to look for that room to see if they have any twin beds that are a matched pair, because the bedroom at the end of the hall is going to be a double room. It's going to be the only room in the house that is a double room. And I want to see if they have like an antique set of twin beds that could be nice for that room. So I have to go, guys. I just have to. It's important. It's not my choice. I don't want to. While I'm out, I decided to stop by our local charity shop as well because I have a few things to drop off, and I thought, why not? Maybe they'll have some beds or something that I need. Chandeliers. But it's only 20 minutes before it closes, so I better hop. I always end up coming here when I'm in a little bit of a rush. Someday I'm going to come and I'm going to have time to like go through all of the trinkets and stuff that they have. I keep waffling back and forth about whether I should get this kind of table to support the sink in the new bathroom we're building, but we would have to cut the marble and I just don't know how hard that would be. There's so much stuff in here. It's a little bit more like modern, like things people have donated, obviously, than the antique shop, but there's still some really cool stuff. Oh, this is very pretty. I love the carving details next to the mirror. But we already have 17 armoires. And that is not an exaggeration. It's only 40 euros, but again, another armoire is the last thing we need. Okay, stop number 2, the antique shop. I love this place. Oh, that one is very pretty, but it's 100 euros, which is a little more expensive than I wanted. And it's quite tall, which is problematic. We have these exact same teacups in the kitchen. Here's another one of those wash stands. So it's good that they're not hard to find and that they're not expensive. But I'm just so worried about having to cut the marble for the plumbing of the sink. Need to figure out how to do that. I am still on the search for a big mirror to go in the dining room over the sideboard. This one is beautiful, but maybe too small. Yay! I can actually see in here now. It's the first time I've been in this room after dark. I feel like I can actually see what I'm doing and not just in like a dark cave. This is so much better. So I've got my lights and I've installed them, and it did get dark while I was out because it's winter and it gets dark ridiculously early. But I am gonna power on and I'm going to jump in and start getting the window ready to be painted. I'd like to get at least a primer coat on it tonight. We'll see if that actually happens, but that's my goal. Well, even though it was already getting quite late, I started working on prepping the window for painting. And at this point, I want to just take a minute to, I guess, thank, maybe blame Laurent. I think thank for teaching me really good painting techniques. It does take twice as long, but he has really been on me about like painting things the right way. So being really, really precise when I tape off, which you can see I'm doing here. And these window panels were so hard to tape because I really wanted to make sure I didn't get any paint on the glass. It took a while. And then, according to the master craftsman Laurent School of Painting, I needed to sand down the whole window, go around and look for cracks or little holes and fill them up with putty. That took kind of the rest of the evening, and then I let the putty dry overnight. So this is me sanding down the putty that I put in, and then finally getting to the primer the next morning. The primer also took a surprisingly long amount of time because it just was a lot of little nooks and crannies with the hinges and the window bits and the corners, and it just took a while. And then finally, when I was done with the primer coat, I left it to dry while I went and worked in another bedroom, because what I've been trying to do, I think I've mentioned this to you guys before, is kind of do two projects simultaneously, so that when, for example, like this, paint is drying, I can go work somewhere else and I'm not just losing that time. And then I come back when the paint is dry here and work here again, and then move to another room and work there. It's very complicated, but it seems to be working pretty well and being pretty efficient time saver. Well, no DIY project is ever simple because I've just found a crack in the bottom of the windowsill. So I should have spotted it last night when I was doing putty, but I just missed it somehow. So I'm going to have to open that up and putty it now, and then wait for the putty to dry before I can continue. How on earth did I miss this? Was I just blind, or like was I asleep? I was kind of sleepy, but like, how do you miss that? Oh well, let's get going. it's looking really good. To be honest, like I wasn't sure how much of a change this would be in the room, but actually it really does look great. So I'm gonna let it dry and then come back and do a second coat in a couple of hours. Ta-da! It actually looks so good. I didn't anticipate how much of a difference that would make in this room. But oh my goodness, it's changed the whole room. Let me show you a wide shot so you can see. I mean, that is beautiful. And it really helps pull together the lavender paint with the accent wallpaper. And now, of course, eventually we are going to get curtains. I'm going to do a deep dive internet search and try to find curtains that sort of resemble this wallpaper, or at least have the same colors that are in the wallpaper. So that'll kind of bring the theme of the wallpaper back over to this side of the room. And that's gonna look amazing. I cannot wait to see that. The light fixture also changes so much. It really, really, really is starting to feel like a cohesive design in here. And I'm really happy because I definitely had a moment of doubt about this paint color. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for today because it's time to go take an absolute bath in paint in another room down into the hallway, the other bedroom that I'm working on this week. So yeah, let's go douse myself in paint once again, but that's for a different video. For this video, I'm just going to say thank you guys for watching, and if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe, and please do give this video a big thumbs up, because that is very, very, very helpful with YouTube algorithms and whatnot. And also a great big thank you to our patrons. Thank you so much for supporting this channel and supporting this kind of work, the work that we're doing here at Everdeen, because it really does help. That little extra bit of Patreon money every month goes to buying wires and buying paint and all that kind of stuff. And if you're interested in becoming a patron, there's a link down in the description of this video and you get extra content. I'm just about to film a behind the scenes video for the patrons right now. And I think that's about it. So I will see you guys next time.